So in this video I want to show you how to replace the turn signal in a 1999, I don't know, up to 2001 or 2007, I forget how many model years this works for, but anyway, so mine is, it works, but when I push the left one, sometimes it works, sometimes it does this clicky thing and stops working. So I got a new one. Well, actually not a new one, I got a replacement on eBay that said it worked. So it's pretty tricky to get into here if you've never done it before, which I never have because I don't do anything with cars. So you've got this top plate that's on top of the steering wheel, and that attaches down here to a bottom plate, and you can see there's 3 holes for screws, and then there's, oh, that's not a screw hole, but there's a screw hole there, a screw hole there, a screw hole there, and so that's up underneath there, so you need to take those off, and then this doesn't come out that easily, so I took this base plate off. There we go. I guess I may as well take it all the way off. And you can see there's 2 screw holes there, which match right there, and over here on the right side to this metal plate. So then, yeah, so your bottom shield comes off, and then I was still having trouble, so I took the display off the dash here, and there's 2 screws. Oh, okay, so this is the one that goes there. The bottom plate screws in there. Anyway, so there's 2 screws there, and then there's a line of screws. I don't know if you can see it too well. Yeah, there's one hole, there's another, and they kind of angle towards the windshield, so I had to take those out with a 90-degree angle ratchet wrench like that, socket wrench, because my screwdriver, you know, even though I've got a short Phillips, it wouldn't angle right. So anyway, so I got that part in, and I still haven't been able to get this out. There must be a trick to getting it out. The screw stem back there is holding up. Anyway, so, and then there's a star screw that holds that in, so you're going to need a star wrench, and then it just kind of, it sits on this peg down here, comes off, and then it's got 2 connectors back here, and one has, they both have latches. So the latch to the top one is behind the, oh, so that bends out of the way after you get this, after you get that off. Well, that's super convenient. Okay, you can see there's this latch here in there, and then this one has a latch underneath. Focus. Yeah, there we go. It plugs in there. So that was most of the reason I needed to take a lot of this stuff off, was trying to get to these latches. So anyway, should come off now. There it is, and here's why it needs to be replaced. Mine had melted there, basically. Actually, no, it's not melted, that's just grease. Well, anyway, I don't know what the problem is, but hopefully the problem is with the switch, because that's what I bought to replace it. So, see, yeah, I think that's all the same. This one's a little bit cleaner here. Sorry, my phone does not focus very well at all. Okay, so align these like this. No, push it up like that first. we go. That's solid in there. Now this is where the star screw goes, and on top of that is a top plate that has the grommet. Mine's kind of tattered, but I've heard they're hard to replace. So anyway, that goes on, that sits right on top, so you'll need to take that off as well. So now, these are actually going in easier than I thought. Looks like the emergencies are on. There we go. As you can tell, I did not disconnect my battery or anything, so it probably wasn't the smartest thing when working on automotives, but okay. Got my key with me, so I'm gonna try it out. Oops. Make sure if you have a manual that you disengage it. Well, that's not quite working right. We'll have to see what the problem is. I'm not exactly sure what the problem is, but I think I you know, fiddled around with the jacks back here, and I think maybe they weren't in all the way, even though I mean, they had the. Actually, I think this lower one is not in all the way. That might be. But it's. The clip is in right there, so. Must be. Anyway, but you can see the screw shaft back there. I had pushed this over so far it was actually pulling on these wires. I don't know if you can, yeah, you kind of see that there. It was, so I think that was preventing the signals from going too much. And I've discovered something new. In order to get the this is the steering wheel, you know, height adjustment thing. So it connects to this mechanical guide wire here, and you can actually, can't see it too well here. Yeah, it connects into this little slot right here, and you can actually take it off so that you have complete free play, which is super nice because then it gets out of the way of all your switches and stuff. Okay, so anyway, so the left turn signal is what I was having trouble with, and now the right signal seems to be working, and the hazard lights, apparently only the left one works. It was working with both of them. I don't know why it isn't now. I don't use the hazards that much. Anyway, so now it's just a matter of putting back my the cable for steering adjustment, getting these back on, screwing in the underplate, putting back on the dash display. Oh, and by the way, you have to take this is the cover that goes over the vents. It just pops up and then pops back on. And then I also got to put a bottom plate underneath the steering wheel. So, oh yeah, and also the grommet plate with the star screws. Anyway, so that's it. Thanks for watching. I hope it's helpful.